Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah. So Arkham.
Hi, everyone. It's Sean, and that's Scott, and we're here. I'm sorry if you missed the Star Wars CCG tangent. We took everyone on a journey, a musical journey. You'll have to go look at the Twitch VOD for that, I guess. Um, because tonight, in actuality, what we're really going to be doing is the companion episode to the last video we did, where we looked at Parallel Rex, and tonight we're going to be looking at Parallel Zoey.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do that. Before we actually go to the deck build, do we want to run through her cards maybe instead of like the whole article?
Yeah.
People can go read the article. It's pretty minimal.
Yeah. Yeah. So Zoe, the front side, obviously, stats are the same. Oh no, she loses a health though.
True.
She goes down to 8/6.
Mm-hmm.
So she has now on the front reaction. After you deal one or more damage to an enemy, add one blessed token to the chaos bag. Limit once per phase. And then she's got a Zabby Boy. Before you reveal chaos tokens during an attack, remove 3 blessed tokens from the chaos bag. This attack deals +1 damage. Limit once per round. And her Elder Sign effect is +1 for each bless in the bag. And then her backside, she gets Guardian 0-3, Blessed and Charm cards 0-4, Neutral 0-5, and up to 5 other Mystic level 0 cards. And then she still has Zoe's Cross, Smite the Wicked, 1 random basic weakness. So
now in the deck that we're building to eventually be paired with that Rex deck that we did for a campaign in the indeterminate future, are you going to be running the advanced signatures?
I have not yet decided on that.
Because I mean, let's just run through them just so we can include it in the conversation here. So Zoe's Cross is 1 cost. I think it has the same icons. Item Charm, Advanced. Reaction, after you engage an enemy, exhaust Zoe's Cross and spend a resource, deal damage to that enemy. Very familiar. And then Squiggly Boy, remove 2 Blessed tokens from the Chaos bag. Engage an enemy at your location. So you just get that little bonus way to expend blesses.
Mm-hmm.
But it comes at the cost of Smite the Wicked Advanced. So Revelation, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck till you get an enemy. Attach Smite the Wicked to it. Spawn it at the location farthest from you. It gets +2 fight and +2 health. And if it's still in play when the game ends, you get a mental trauma. So you know,
all about that trauma.
Yeah. I don't know if the extra that you get out of the advanced is worth the extra you get out of the weakness. Or sorry, the signature from the weakness.
I don't think it is.
Yeah.
The risk of 2 trauma is nuts.
Yeah.
And I already have bless. So many ways to be using bless tokens that I don't think the cross is worth it.
Okay.
Plus, there's a certain accessory slot item that I kind of like, maybe better than the cross, or equivalent to. So I'm whichever one I see first gets put out.
Yeah. So. No, especially since you're losing the resource ability from regular Zoe, like the cross.
Yes.
The cross is a bigger ask.
Yeah.
To get rolling. It's still not terrible, but
now it's fair.
Yeah. Now it's not OP. Balance patch complete.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's hop over and build a damn deck then.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start?
Well, so I've played a bit of Bless Zoe and absolutely love it. And I think the key thing that I found is that because it's limited to once per phase with the dealing of damage to get the blesses in the bag, is you want to take cards that allow you to do damage outside of the investigator phase.
Sneaky phase damage.
Yeah, so like Beat Cop is easy start because once you get those upgraded, like during the refresh phase or Mythos phase, you can ping enemies for damage. Stuff like Counter Punch and Survival Knife.
Sure. Ooh, I always love Survival Knife and Zoe anyway.
Guard Dog is also a good call if you want to go that way.
Okay.
Now, in the ally slot, I definitely want to plan for Nephthys because Nephthys just, oh boy,
she's insane with bless builds.
Yeah.
And you can still take her, right? Like, I'm trying to
Yep.
remember we just
She's
literally
blessed.
talked about it. Oh, she's blessed. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about the lower guardian level. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is the? Who am I thinking of that can't take the Holy Spear? Wasn't there someone?
Zoey can't take the Holy Spear.
Zoey can't take the Holy Spear. Is the Holy Spear
No.
not a blessed
Nope.
thing?
It is, but it's level 5.
Oh, and she only goes to
So it can go
blessed
level
and
4.
charm level 4. Okay, yep, we got there.
Yeah.
We got there. All right. Well, I mean, I guess you gotta give the Guardian something, right?
Yeah. Now,
no one else find that recently the level numbers on traits versus classes versus whatever else is kind of like all over the place. I used to be able to follow it, kinda, but you know.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a rhyme or reason for it. It's probably like, I'm guessing if you put the spear in this deck, it would just be absolutely bonkers, crazy good.
Yeah,
so
that's valid.
I mean,
and
the
also,
thing is too,
what's the it's Hallow, right? Hallow's the other one that like people like really abuse. Is that level 5?
Yes.
I'm looking right here. No, this is level 0. Whoop.
You could always take parallel front Zoey. Oh, hi Fi.
Oh, bye, Fi.
Bye.
Thanks for the sub.
Thanks for subbing for 9 months.
Catch you on the VOD.
You could use parallel front Zoey and regular back Zoey. You lose a little bit of the blessed access, but you can then take Holy Spear.
Sure.
And Guardian has a lot of the thing is though, like Ancient Covenant is just such a good card in a bless build that I feel like Ancient Covenant is better than Holy Spear is in this deck.
Yeah, I'd say pound for pound.
Because one, Ancient Covenant starts in play, so you're always going to get it. You don't have to wait to draw it. It costs you nothing. Spear is moderately expensive.
Yep.
And
it didn't
Ancient
cost.
Covenant,
it doesn't cost you 10 XP for a playset.
Yeah, and it like Ancient Covenant helps you pass tests you have no business passing, or just makes you solid on a test. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Hot take. I can't remember if I have said this on any of our content or just to you guys before, but I know you can, and I'm not disparaging anyone who does. I never swap the like front C back C on parallels. Like I take it like you're supposed to take taboo. Like if I'm taking the front of a parallel, I'm just using it as a whole new investigator, and I like never even consider the like parallel front, regular back, you know, that sort of thing.
You are allowed to do half and half.
Exactly.
That is explicit. Yeah. It's not like, yeah, okay.
I mean, that's a personal choice. Personal choice. I'm not prescribing that to anyone. It's just the way my brain works.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh man, is it? I think Wendy, I have a split, and I really like it.
Yeah. I mean, there's good decks to be made too, because like the there's a few investigators where the old ability really works with the new deck building really well. Like, okay, I lied. It's not my deck. I definitely net decked it just to bring to an event, but I did do why can't I hold on to these clues Daisy, which is regular front, parallel back.
Okay.
So that you can grab geared up and just like barf your books out. It's great.
That's amazing.
It's a fantastic deck, even post taboo. All right.
I tried to play a Daisy with the alternate front, and like on the first turn, I went to use the bonus action to use a book, and I was playing with Case, and they're like, Wendy or Daisy doesn't have that. I was like, okay, I'm going back to regular Daisy. Like it was first turn flip table. You know what? Retconning this, and yeah.
I really, really, really want to like Parallel Daisy, but I've yet
like Parallel Daisy's back.
Like her back is better than her front. I've yet to see a deck that convinces me that the once a game effect on Parallel Front is worth the weird stats and the sanity and like anyway.
Yeah.
We digress. Let's talk about
Yes.
Zoey.
All right.
So we're building level 0 and throwing in upgrades like last time?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Are you taking in the thick of it?
I'm okay. So we're playing this pair through Hemlock, correct?
Sure.
Hemlock's pretty aggressive with various damages and such.
Especially if you
Makes
can't
me
pass
nervous.
agility tests.
Yeah, which Zoey can't. But she can if she has Ancient Covenant. Oh, I mean, Ancient Covenant is only 2 XP, so if we can get through the first scenario without it, then it saves me 2 damage. I think I'm not going to go in the thick of it.
Okay, that's valid.
Yep.
All right. Well, where do you want to start? What are your like clutch includes at level 0?
I think Blessed Blade
Okay.
has to be in there.
Oh no, I'm back at level. No, come on now. Into the side deck you go.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Okay.
I'm trying to think of Keep Faith.
Sure.
Easy include.
You grabbing a mask?
Ooh. Yeah. Let's grab a mask.
Wolf?
I forget which one the wolf one is.
Wolf is combat and agility, and you replenish when you engage an enemy.
Yes.
Seems pretty good for what you're going to be doing.
So 2 copies of that.
There you go. There's your magic helmet, kind of.
Yeah. Weird looking one, but it's fine.
You mentioned guard dog earlier.
Yeah, so ally slot either guard dog or beat cop. I think you start with.
I mean, I think you run both, and they're gonna cycle in and out, right?
Yeah. Though the thing is, like, beat cop level 0.
Oh, you tend to keep that in play.
Yeah, just because I don't want to discard it. I like the combat boost.
Okay. Well, it could be a sneaky way to, because he's a squiggly boy, to do a damage. He's another sneaky way to get a bless in the bag. If you're sitting at 2 blesses in the bag and you need that third for the extra damage, of course, then he does the extra damage. So maybe.
But then it could be 2 extra damage, right?
Yeah,
he does a damage, and then you that's. I mean, that's 1 hit, and you could do 4 probably.
I like that.
Okay. Beat cop.
I assume that the aforementioned accessory that you like better than Zoey's cross is going to be Ancestral Token.
Lucky cigarette. Oh, yeah. Yes. The Ancestral Token is bonkers good.
Yeah. You're going to be all flush with bless.
Another doing stuff outside of the regular phase, survival knife. I like.
Okay, so like, what's your desired kit? Are you gonna look at bandolier for extra weapon slots or extra hand slots for weapons?
I was thinking Blessed Blade, survival knife, and Enchanted Blade. I know you're a big fan of that.
I am.
Because I'm not really. I don't think I'm going to use much arcane slots, if any. I like Enchanted Blade. Plus, Enchanted Blade has the thing. It allows you to modulate damage.
Sure.
Right.
Yep.
So I can do 1 damage. I can do 2 damage, or with Zoey's thing, do 3 damage.
Sure.
And I like that ability to yeah.
Dial it in and not waste. Waste not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Waste not, lose not.
Waste not, want not.
All right. So, well, maybe that's a question for later. I'll save that for later. If you got ally, is there anything you're looking at in arcane slots? Probably not.
Not. Nothing that's come to mind.
Interesting. Ooh, interesting. Wait, can you take that? Why could you take that?
Take what?
Oh shoot!
What card do you speak of?
I was looking at Speak to the Dead. Wait, it's? Oh God, I shouldn't have scrolled away from it. I'm terrible at finding. The list has gotten so long. The list of cards in this. There are so many cards in this game.
Yes, I can take it because I can take 5 level 0 Mystic cards.
Oh, yep, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah. I will definitely not take Speak to the Dead. Yeah. What do you think about Counterpunch?
I think Counterpunch is great.
All right. I like that it's free. I do have to take the hit, but I mean, I'll be the fighter. And so I can take down the big enemy during the turn and maybe engage like the little wimpy guy.
That said, do you have any interest in looking at healing of any kind?
Healing's for chumps. Yeah, I'm not sure. Is there any blessed healing? I honestly haven't looked. Because I usually just...
I mean, there's the mirror, but then that's a third accessory slot.
Yeah. No, I think with between the Beat Cops and the Ancestral Token and eventually Nephthys, I don't know, I'm
probably okay.
I'm okay, yeah, raw dogging it. Just
sure.
Yeah. You know, if you win the game fast enough, you don't need to worry about your damage in horror. So
it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Oh, Key of Solomon. Thanks, Nafius. That is a ridiculous card. Isn't that level 5 though?
Oh, level 4.
Oh, level 4. Right on.
Yeah, it's blessed.
It's a hand slot.
It is.
But it is good.
Uh-huh.
How does the alphabet work? K. All right.
It's the Key of Solomon.
Wait, why is it not showing up?
I don't know. Do you have Feast of Hemlock in your collection on Arkham TV?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I can't help you.
Interesting.
What do you think of Purified? It's the skill where you commit. It's the really scared priest guy, or something. The yelling priest.
The Key of Solomon. That's what it was. I'm missing the definite article. Sorry. So Purified, you say?
Yeah, you may commit it to any type of test that has no icons. If it's successful, for each point you succeed by to a max of 5, you may add a blessed token or remove a curse token. Which, considering if we're doing the blessed curse stuff, might be most excellent.
I don't hate it.
All right. It's one that I had it in the one I was playing where it was just straight up bless and no curses.
Mm-hmm.
And I found it okay. Partially because sometimes I was passing these tests, but I had so many blesses in the bag already.
Sure.
But with us playing also the curses, I think it might be worth it.
Mm-hmm.
So, go to skulls. Keep some healing in mind in case you get an injury weakness. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thought. I'm trying to remember. Did I put any healing in my Rex deck? Ooh, man, one bizarre diagnosis made the cut.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Well,
you know what? If we draw one of those weaknesses, we can upgrade into some healing.
Sure we can.
Yep.
All right, since we're doing Blurs and you have access to Mystic cards, what do you think about Voice of Ra for for
Ooh.
economy.
Yeah.
Because after the taboo, it procs on Bless and Curse too.
Yep. Let's do it. That could be possibly. So that's 7 resources if I get lucky. Oh. Yeah. Grievous Wound from Naphius.
Oh, that's a sneaky thought. Just like trickle Bless tokens into the bag.
Hello there.
Grievous Wound.
Actually, successfully using a melee asset. Ooh. I'll put it on the side deck.
Yeah.
I'll consider it.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the icons though, as well.
True. Yeah, I'll throw it in there. We can always take it out.
Yeah. Is it non-elite?
Yes.
Oh, where'd it go?
Yes, it is non-elite. You can't have testless damage against elite enemies, Scott. That wouldn't be fair to the encounter deck.
Really? Nephthys does.
I know.
So does Beat Cop.
And I don't know. I feel like they're protecting enemies with elite a little bit too much for my taste nowadays. Like I know it has to exist, especially for ones that have like alternate backs or like shit you can't shuffle into the encounter deck. But let us fuck with fun enemies, man.
Yeah. What do you think about Beloved?
You know, in a pure bless build, I would say 100%.
Yeah.
I have a harder time with it with Blurs. Unless, I suppose you're probably going to be looking at Favor of the Sun.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, is it kind of redundant with Ancient Covenant, though?
Yeah, but it means in possibly in one turn you can guarantee 2 passes.
Sure.
Or mostly guarantee.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. This can also affect you.
True.
So, you know what? Let's put it in, and it can be on the chopping block.
Yeah, let me just sort by blessed for a second here. How about Ofuda? I know it seems marginal, but I think it is included in the correct campaign. Because elusive is going to be really Ofuda.
How do you spell it?
Ofuda.
Ofuda.
Yeah, so it has 1 charge that you replenish the first time a blessed token is revealed at your location each round. And you spend the charge, choose a non-elite enemy to lose alert, aloof, elusive, and retaliate. Elusive is going to drive you nuts in this campaign. Yes, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
And yes, thank you, McDog. Some of the bosses and bigger enemies in Hemlock, spoiler alert, have like all the keywords. They just have them all.
Keyword salad.
Yes.
Okay, Ofuda also just says non-elite though. So
true.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I like Ofuda. That's interesting, yeah. It's not one I looked at before because elusive has not been a thing.
Yeah, true. How about Rite of Sanctification? Since you've got the arcane slot, it wouldn't really be fighting for anything. Do you like that as far as economy goes, or would you prefer the blesses like be in the bag? Probably.
I mean, yeah, let's throw it in there. For now, we can always cut it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like it a bit better than Voice of Ra because it's just so... Well, it's only once per turn, but it's like you know how much you're getting.
True. But... Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is like, yeah, Rite of Sanctification certainly is more predictable and flexible.
Yeah.
Voice of Ra is for your gambling man. When you really love to hit a good... I ran Voice of Ra with leveled up Olive in my Kohaku build. And boy, that was fun. I can say that like cranking that up to 11 is very fun.
So because you can reveal 2 of those instead of 3.
Correct.
Or sorry. So you essentially reveal 4 tokens.
Yeah, so you see 6 and reveal 4. No, wait. And reveal 5. No, because it's replacing 1 and adding an additional 1. So you reveal 4 and you see 6. I think. I don't know. Someone check my math. It's a lot though, and it's fun.
Like 9 resources.
Yes, I have hit huge on that before.
Wow. Okay. Speaking of gambling, Ward of Radiance.
I'm gonna argue. I'm gonna argue that in a blurse scenario, it is not as good as if it were in bless. If you were running pure bless, I'd say 100%. But having run this in my Kohaku build, who does both, I can say that it ended up being a wet fart more times than I wanted it to be.
Then I want to put it in Ward of Protection.
Yes, that's completely reasonable.
Because there's always those cards that, Nafia's Dynamite Blast, hey? Gotta admit, I am not a fan of Dynamite Blast as a card.
Just in general?
In general. Yeah, like the amount of decks I've put it in, the only deck I tend to put it in is like something that has to stick to the plan. So I can put 1 Dynamite Blast, exactly 1 in my deck on it, because Dynamite Blast is that card like when you don't need it, it's a terrible draw. But the one time you need it,
there's like 1 or 2 windows per game where it's actually a good card.
Yeah. And if you don't have it, if it's in your deck and you don't have it in your hand, it sucks.
Yeah.
But if you're playing stick to the plan and you can have it whenever you want, then it's good. And I don't think I plan... Well, do I plan on going stick to the plan with this? Mythos takes a lot of XP to get to.
True. Your Blessed Blades are going to be 4 apiece to upgrade.
Yep. 3, aren't they? Oh, no. Oh, sorry. Blessed Blade, yeah. And Enchanted Blade is 3. Survival Knife is 2. Like, and I don't think that I really have... Like, I have Counter Punch, maybe. And I could have a single Dynamite Blast.
I mean, it's more the fuckery that Hemlock throws at you, I think, is why Nafius brought it up. Or not Nafius. You have to correct me if I'm doing that right. Just because, the fuckery of Hemlock. But I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah.
Ooh, hey, upgraded 1 gets you a sneaky bless.
Yeah. 1 bless for, what, 5 resources? 4 resources?
4, thank you very much.
Yeah. The level 0 is 5, right?
Correct.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna throw an Overpower in there because it's Overpower.
Okay.
And it's a Guardian deck.
Sure. Vicious Blow, I assume.
Yeah, Viscous Blow, yeah.
Take the initiative?
Yep.
Help with those Mythos phase tests.
Yep. And like there is very few Guardian decks that I build that don't take Overpower, Vicious Blow, take the initiative.
Hot take.
What's that?
Hot take, but I think Daring is generally better than Overpower. What say you? It has Jared from Subway on it.
Better than Overpower, hey?
Because you get an additional icon.
Yeah.
They are wilds. Not that matters for your deck. You can use it for evade, though. You could get to a 5 evade in a pinch. And, you get a card even if it doesn't pass. But
you know what?
You run the risk of Retaliate and Alert.
Yeah.
Fred Armisen has a mi scusi.
Okay, so here's my question then. What's better, Daring or level 2 Overpower?
I guess it depends on how badly you need the draw.
Yeah.
His Daring's just more flexible and less conditional. But as far as like the draw goes, it's not as potent as level 2.
Yeah, and then if you're attacking or evading, I can also use it on. Yeah,
True.
you know what? Let's go. Let's daring instead of overpower.
Okay.
Cut the overpowers. Or I mean, like Porcano's dose.
I mean,
But
yeah, possibly. Anyone else still think it's like the biggest crime of gaming that Silas cannot
yes.
take upgraded overpower? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad we agree.
Ooh, Ofda would turn off the negative on daring.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Oh, oh, that's cute.
I like that. I like that.
I really like that.
That is
Wow,
super
that's
cute.
let's see. Daring. I just want to read it. They gain it. So I could commit it, they gain it, and then after I commit it, then I can make them lose it.
Mm-hmm.
That's very nice.
That's hot.
Okay. I like it. Um let's see.
Do you
we
see any need to put any clue gathering in here? Because
if
in
you
2-player, there will be the turns where you do not draw the enemy you want.
Yeah. What about Drawn to the Flame?
Drawn to the Flame's good. I was going to recommend Guided by Faith, I think is the one I was looking at. Yeah, look at Guided by Faith.
Hmm. Okay.
Drawn to the Flame,
Yeah,
I don't think that would be a bad choice instead, but this does play with Bless a little bit more.
it does. The only thing is I still have to test for this, and I'm not guaranteed the 2 clues.
True.
And I feel like Zoe is, although it might not be with Hemlock Vale because of the agility stuff, apparently, but that Zoe is like one of the best investigators for taking on the encounter deck just
True.
because of the willpower and the combat.
Okay, so Drawn to the Flame.
I think I'm going to go Drawn to the Flame.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
That would be a neat name for a podcast if anyone ever made one. Hey?
You know,
Keep that in our back pocket.
if someone so dared, maybe we'll name a segment after it.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Would Safeguard in a 2-player game where we are like so
butt cheek to butt cheek.
Yeah. Where it's like you're doing clues, I'm doing enemies, and if we just stick together.
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'd go 2 of, but you're not gonna be sad to see 1 copy.
I always like 1.
Yeah.
It is just when you're playing 2-player. Yeah. And once you get the upgraded one, oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I will follow you. Follow you wherever you may go.
Into the bog, baby.
Yeah. He goeth the skulls. First he giveth, then he taketh away. Anything else you're thinking of before we start the cuts?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking through. Here, let me filter by blessed again, just to like really take this to its maximum. God, what do you think about Tides of Fate? I honestly think this is the strongest argument for it. Because say you've used a bunch of your blesses, but I still have a bunch of curse in there, as is probably going to happen. And you need more blesses to use?
Absolutely. I'm putting 2 copies in there, and we can figure out what we're going to cut. Well, we're going to have to cut at least 1 Mystic card, and we currently have 6. Which sucks, because it's probably going to be Tides of Fate.
Tides of Fate is blessed, so it doesn't count against the Mystic.
Never mind. Don't worry about it. We're not going to cut it. It's 2 of. Oh man. Can you imagine? So, like a turn where like you just you use all your cards like Faustian Bargain, whatever ones that draws us cards, whatever. Get tons of curses in there. Go to my turn. Flip them into blesses. Rite of Sanctification. Favor of the Sun. Oh,
I love it.
yes, that's gonna happen, and we are gonna be just like high-fiving virtually.
I'm gonna be so happy that we found like a good use for Tides of Fate, because we like, as you may have heard on the episode that released like an hour ago, so probably not. Ian and I noodled on that one for a good long while when we were talking about it, because it's one of those cards where you just kind of like always see how it could work, but I always end up cutting it. I feel like like as long as we coordinate, it should be very good in this combo.
I also love the play instructions on it, where it's fast, play during any Zappy Boy window, but also you could also just play at the start of the round.
Yep.
Like, so, oh man, that is
like, hey, we'd love not to fail a bunch of tests during Mythos. Yep. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm really excited to play Tides of Fate. Oh boy.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Are either of us going to take Favor of the Moon?
I will be, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And that's unique, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Because I've always wondered, like, playing if you played a Blurst thing, taking both, and one of them, like the Favor of the Moon, is just to pull out 3 curses.
Yep.
After doing stuff, right? Like, it just
definitely
you never plan on using it. It just removes the downside.
Yeah, and it's fast
will,
and one, and if you need the resources, you can do it. And in our situation, I can do that, and then I will have cool uses for those curses later. So, all win.
Last suggestion, possibly, is it Twist of Fate?
Oh, Tempt Fate. I wondered if you would.
Yeah.
I can't say it's a bad include for what we're doing. I don't know if it's going to make the cut, but we can throw it in.
Yeah, I want to throw it in and see what we cut. Okay. Oh boy, these cuts are going to be hard.
Hear me out.
Yep.
Since you're not so hot on Dynamite.
Yep.
Storm of Spirits. In Hemlock, there are moments where that's going to be really good.
I will take it as a 1 of.
Okay. I can live with that.
Because that's all I can fit in.
Well, and we're going to have one cheeky 1 of Mystic cards for the 5 slots. So that might be it.
Yeah, that's, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else before we start the hard part?
I don't think so. Kind of paging through. I do not have my normal knowledge of the cards for Hemlock yet. I haven't been playing enough.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely find myself, even when I was building a previous version of this deck to play, that I had to read every single Hemlock card. It wasn't like I knew, like 80% of the cards I'm going to put in the deck off the top of my head. I was like,
yeah,
okay, here I go, right? Like, scrolling through list of blessed and like reading and and not all of them have also sunk in. Like Ofuda and what was the other one?
Ancestral Token.
No, Ancestral Token, because I saw that during the preview season because Veronica, our server mom, was the one who previewed that.
Yeah.
And she had mentioned it while we were on a podcast or a stream, I think, in the chat. Because we were talking about Bless, and she's like, I'm revealing a card tomorrow. That's good. Oh, it was during the Parallel Zoey, when we reviewed Parallel Zoey, when she got announced.
Oh, sure.
And Veronica's like, oh, I have a card that'll go in her really well tomorrow, so hold on to your shorts.
Oh, content synergy.
No.
Hustle Veronica. Let's go.
Yep.
What do you think about Heroic Rescue?
Rescue yourself.
I don't know if it's
Uh,
redundant for the little pings of damage that you're looking at, but it might be one way to do it.
let's throw it in. Thing is too, like the ability with Zoe to ping that one damage and get a blessing there. Um, I want to have a few cards like Survival Knife. I think is really great for that,
Hmm.
um, and or Counter Punch and stuff like that. Counter Punch is 0, right? Yeah, it is. And Heroic Rescue is 1. Would attack another. Like the ability on Zoe that I really like is the 3 tokens to deal
Extra
more
damage.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in order to
Uh,
do that, you're gonna have to fill it with bless to begin with. So
yes.
it's gonna be a balancing
Uh,
act, I'm sure. Yeah, I can't really
yeah.
nothing offhand is really coming to me for includes. So obviously,
Okay.
well, we always reserve the right to make
Yes.
pre-game edits.
Yeah. So I have the deck at 44 cards. So what you have?
I have 50, but that just means I didn't cut something, but that's fine.
Mm, okay.
I'll ask about some card in the near future, and you'll be like, "Oh, I cut that eons ago."
Yeah. Eons. I cut it last stream.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think your
Let's start
hand
these
slots
guys.
are pretty solid with Enchanted Blade, Survival Knife, Blessed Blade.
Yeah. And being the killer, like 6 weapons is the minimum for me, usually.
Sure.
Um what do you when you are a devoted killer, what's your minimum weapons and what's your like max? What's your top?
Kind of depends on the build.
Mm-hmm.
More often when I'm dedicated killer, I have like one or two main weapons that I'm really gunning for. So I'm more
Mm,
likely to do things like include prepared for the worst than I am
right.
to like go over 6 weapons.
Mm.
But yeah,
I
six
have
six
prepared
is
for the
definitely
worst.
my minimum. What's
Yeah.
your max?
Um I tend to think around like 10 is usually, though I did have a Tony deck that had 12, but it was a bunch of like we call it like guns that quickly ran out of ammo and
Sure,
stuff.
sure.
And it was just yeah,
Low
really
capacity.
low cost weapons that run out of ammo and uses and stuff like that. But like one of them was like garrote wire, which is in your accessory slot, and yeah, that was a
Tony's
weird
fun.
deck. Yeah, oh, I love Tony. One of my favorite killers.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay, so hand slots, Blessed Blade, Survival Knife, Enchanted Blade.
Yep.
Rite of Sanctification. Uh,
Seems good to me.
yeah, I'm not gonna cut it yet. Ancestral Token staying.
Mm-hmm.
Beat Cop, we need an ally. Um, Ofuda and Wolf Mask. Do we want to go down to one ofs?
I would.
Yeah, okay. Because I don't want to see. Although you can have more than one Ofuda.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah,
the odds that you'll
I
actually ever play a second one down, like,
yeah, and limit one mask. So you know. But the thing is, the mask is really good. But we have to make cuts.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
All cards are great. I don't put bad cards in my
that's right.
deck. So
That's right. The top
yeah,
50 are the top 50 for a reason,
yeah.
or 45 as it were.
Okay, so I'm
Um,
showing 16 assets. Is that what you see?
no, why? What? Oh, did you not put guard dog in?
No, I kept it beat comp.
Okay, just B cup then.
So do we want to have the discussion guard dog versus beat comp?
I don't feel strongly one way or the other.
Okay.
Guard dog's gonna give you more blesses. Beat cop's gonna just give you more consistent stat boost at level 0.
Yeah.
We start talking about the upgraded versions of each. That's a more robust conversation.
Well, my upgrade ally is going to be Nephthys,
Well, there you go.
like 100%. You know what? Let's go guard dog.
Think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like guard dog as
In you go, good boy.
because I am including a couple tanky cards, so that'd be
Okay.
nice to have. Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Events.
let's cut down the Mystic 5 because those are
Okay.
going to be easy cuts, right? So I'm showing
Yes.
2 Drawn to the Flame, 1 Storm of Spirits, 2 Voice of Ra, 2 Ward of Protection. 2 of those cards have to go.
Okay, I say 1 Tides of Fate because I feel like it's a one-time
Valid.
thing.
Oh no, I cut both. Don't do that.
Uh,
And 1 Voice of Ra, maybe.
yeah, yeah. Because if one fires, I can probably make it so I'm getting 7
Yeah, because you want
or
to
at
keep the
least 5.
wards for sure, and I think they're going to be enough turns in the campaign where you don't have an enemy that you'll be glad you have that Drawn to the Flame to give us that little boost.
Yeah. So our 5 purples, Drawn to the Flame, 1 Storm of Spirits, 2 wards. Oh, we're still at 6.
Tides does not count against this total.
Sorry?
Tides of Fate does not count against this total because it's blessed.
Right, but I'm counting 2 Drawn to the Flame, 1
Oh,
Storm
that
of
is still
Spirit.
6. Okay. Do we want to just
Yeah.
drop Voice of Ra completely? How are you feeling for what's your curve? What's your curve look like? Yeah, it could be better.
Is it the typical Guardian?
No, honestly, you don't have anything over 3. There's not a
Yeah,
single card in this deck that's over 3 resources. So
yeah,
an achievement in and of itself in a blue deck.
yeah. It's fair. Yeah, because like, is Rite of Sanctification gonna do the job I want it? It's just that resources. Oh man,
And then
Rite of Sanctification is like a trickle effect, but
I do have a really clean curve and 2 Faustian bargains, so very likely I'll be in a place to
okay.
help you most of the time.
Let's cut raw just because we have to get our Mystic down to 5.
Well, and let's talk about Rite of Sanctification versus Voice of Ra because they're
Okay.
competing for a similar slot. Do
hmm
you think Rite of Sanctification is going to have you sitting on blessed tokens too much when you'd rather have them in the bag for her ability? Do you think it kind of fights what you're looking to do?
Um,
Like, how many would you pull out? 2, 3?
3.
Yeah,
But the thing is, if I really need them back in there, like I'd use them on a 1 cost card too.
sure. And you can
So
use them on my cards as well.
it's true. Yep. Well, and I think that's the bonus of Rite of Sanctification, maybe over Voice of Raw, is it can go for either of us.
Sure.
So, do you need resources for your upgraded ally later? What is Nephthys? 3 cost,
Oh, yeah, she's
same as Guard Dog.
3.
So, yeah.
No, I just need the
I'm trying to think,
XP.
like
So much XP.
all the upgraded cards that I'm thinking of, like Nephthys is the most expensive cost wise.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really lean deck.
It is, yeah.
All right. I'm showing 12 skills right now.
I'm showing 10.
Did
Did
you
you?
did you take out the overpower already?
I did, yeah.
Okay. All right. There we go.
Okay. If you have Ancestral Token out, pretty easy to have Blesses there and play right after the enemy is dead. Yeah. I think between the Blessed Blade, Ancestral Token, Keep Faith, Zoe herself, um, like Tides of Fate, maybe on one of them. Like
Mhm.
I think there's going to be enough bless. Enough is I hear what you're saying. Like you've already played a bunch, but also Rite of Sanctification can reach across the table to Jonathan.
It's true. Okay, so that said, do you think Grievous Wound is a drop? Because that is only in there to help with
Mm,
more sneaky blesses.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a cool card. It's It's not what I'm going for in this deck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got Frollo over here in Purified. Is that a historically accurate costume of some sect of some religion at some point? I'd be interested to know. It's kind of rad. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of want my clergy to look like that, to be honest. Anyway,
So let's talk Beloved.
let's.
I think we can cut at least one.
I bet you're gonna cut two.
Yeah.
We're still at like what? We're just under 40 cards.
Yeah. Okay, let's cut them both. But it's got good icons. I'm gonna cut one for now.
Okay. I still bet you're gonna cut the other one.
Oh yeah.
Because these last cuts are getting painful. Heroic
Yeah.
Rescue probably out for the same reason as Grievous Wound.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're gonna be sticking to my hip anyway.
Yeah. And I have Counterpunch and Survival Knife for that section of, and Guard Dog actually.
True.
So.
Where are you at on Tempt Fate at the moment?
Let's cut it.
Mm-hmm.
That's an easy cut.
I know, mathematically, the deck would be better with it in there.
Yeah. But then we have to cut to 28 and put it back.
Yeah, exactly.
Hurts, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. But there's also like, yeah. I realized like mathematically it is slightly better. It does thin. Yeah, I don't know. It's
Play the cards
I
you
do
want,
like,
man. I
yeah,
like mathematically is one thing, but you got to enjoy this deck. So play the cards you
yeah,
like want to actually windmill slap down.
yeah. Okay, I'm showing 34 cards
Me too.
left. Okay. This is the part that hurts.
The last cuts are the deepest. Baby, I know.
Okay, I think we can. Oh man, the Beloved. The thing is, it reaches across the aisle. You know.
Sure. And those are tests that I would like to pass.
Yeah, and it means like I can. How
But
does
like,
Favor the Sun reach?
if a blessed token gets revealed on that test, I'm more likely to pass it anyway.
That's true, and Favor the Sun only works on me. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of
You're
a random
right.
shot. I mean, it's
You were
fine.
right.
It's fine. Getting the right
Yeah.
skill mix for most investigators it's an art. It's an art, and I tend to run a little bit leaner than most people, I think. So,
Mm-hmm.
oh boy, we're so close.
3 more. Okay. I'm trusting you on the Storm of Spirits thing.
I mean, if you want to cut it, we can.
No. I just it's not a card I normally play, especially in 2-player. But if you are telling me that it is good for this campaign, I will keep it in.
I mean, I'm a stan of Storm of Spirits in most campaigns, but in this one in particular,
true.
there's a fair few aloof enemies, and also because you're
Yeah.
parallel Zoey, you can decide
Mhm.
to make that a 3 with your ability, right? Oh no, it's a replacement effect, isn't it? Right?
This attack deals +1 damage.
Yeah, and then
Is
Storm
it
of
right?
Spirits says instead of its standard
Oh.
damage. So I don't think it appends. Well, what? Any additional damage? No,
This
you can
attack
still
deals
okay. You can still
this
make that a
attack
3, right?
deals 2 damage to each enemy. This attack deals +1 damage.
Okay. I think it works.
I think it works.
I stand by that.
So here's the. Oh, any additional damage is dealt to the attacked enemy. So it would add 1 to the attacked one.
Right, to the one you're actually attacking.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's keep that. Well, this hurts me to say this, but counterpunch down to 1.
Okay.
because Survival Knife
Sure.
is there and Guard Dog.
Yep. So your enemy phase bless tokens are pretty well covered.
Yeah. Do we go to 0 Counterpunch? I kind of like 1.
No,
actually.
1, like I feel like that's gonna knock some enemies out at a really good moment sometimes, just because when you decide to, you can like really juice up the damage that deals.
It's almost like Shortcut, but for fighting.
I accept it. I don't understand it, but I accept it.
It's a fast action, right? Like it's fast fight. You just have to take a hit first.
Right. Fast
Mafia
fight with
says,
a condition.
Promise of power better than mortar protection. You can commit it to your friends and it doesn't hit the delicate sanity. The thing is that there's just some treacheries that don't have a test on them that you just want to be like,
yep.
No, I don't want this effect to happen.
And it's more margin. This, what I'm about to say, exists on the margins, but we're playing Blurse, which means that any given skill test could be a fucking wild ride. Yes. And sometimes you just want to be like, nah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Even when you're 6 up. I have failed tests at 6 up playing Blurse before.
Yeah. Well, you almost passed it at 8 up. Then it was 6 up, then 4 up, then 2 up, then 0 up, then -2, then 0, then +2, then 0, then -2, then -3.
Blurse be blursin'.
Yeah, that's just the old roller coaster. That's for sure.
I have my sights on Purified. What do you think? I like it.
Yeah.
But I think we've got enough Bless addition going on here that it's not going to be that, and it doesn't add any icons like.
Yeah. So let's see, we've got Ancestral Token, Blessed Blade, Keep Faith, Zoey herself.
Any of the damage you do outside of the investigation phase, in addition to that.
Yeah. The thing is, Purified, like if I use it with an Ancient Covenant turn, like Favor of the Sun Ancient Covenant.
Sure.
Like I could add 5 blesses back into the bag.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'll say I'll cut one of them.
Okay.
Because I'll probably do that once and then ride off that high for
right. Like it's
yeah,
maybe a little bit more of a mid-late game play.
Yeah. This deck has a lot of 1-ofs.
It does.
This is looking like a Star Wars CCG deck to bring it back to the pre-show conversation. Oh. I'm wondering...
Safeguard?
Yeah.
I'm not an expert on this campaign yet by any means. I'm only like 1.5 times through it. I don't recall many instances of us being like forcibly separated, so like this would be a huge advantage to you. You're just going to be moving with me every turn.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
I was considering Counterpunch.
Oh, the last Counterpunch, eh?
Just because I have Guard Dog and Survival Knife.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I'd buy that.
But oh god, because Counterpunch is a bonus action of a fight action.
Sure.
Safeguard is a bonus action of a move action.
Potentially more than once, yes.
But Safeguard is repeatable.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
Oh, but I really like Counterpunch. Man, I am just... This last cut is just killing me.
Yeah, it's not great.
Go down to 1 daring?
And cut card draw?
Yeah. Seeing as that is like some of my... Is that my only card draw on this deck?
Yeah, we lost a fair few. We lost a few in the fire.
Yeah. Like, if I want cards, I'm just going to have to draw. I think I want to keep both darings. Being at only 7 skills, like, this deck is so off from what I normally do. Like 16 assets? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you're really heavy on the
What is this?
assets.
Yeah.
I mean,
But I mean,
that said, is there anything you'd want to cut over there?
do I need 2 survival knives? But is cutting a survival knife reducing the amount of blesses? Like I only ever want to see survival knife once, but I do want to see it.
You want to see it as quickly as you can.
Yeah.
Right?
Do I?
Don't you?
I mean, yeah. Yeah. Goodness gracious.
What's your normal? You said this is so different from what you normally run. Like, what's your normal asset event skill mix?
Like 10 assets, 8 to 10 assets, 8 to 10 events, and like 10 skills. Sometimes like 12 skills.
Man, skill boy over here. In like normal
Yeah.
investigators, not like in Amanda and Silas.
Yeah, no, in normal investigators. But I'm also thinking like a lot of the decks I do play, like if it's solo,
A true solo
like
is a different
skills
beast.
skills are just really impactful because they're essentially, yeah, depending on the skills you pick, it's events for free.
Yeah,
they're free events.
I feel that.
Glory. Drawn to the flame, worth in the bag. Yeah. Is glory. That's
question. With Drawn to the Flame in question, would Scene of the Crime just be a better way to go for some clue acquisition for you? It's a 2 cost.
Yeah. It's a 2 cost, and you gotta have an enemy with you.
True.
Like Drawn to the Flame, the reason I like it so much is you take an encounter card, but it's 2 clues, 0 cost, just happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 of each of the weapons and 2 prepared for the worst.
I mean, I'd look at one of our other assets that isn't a direct weapon first, personally. Like Safeguard would be my cut.
Or
Purified, but I know we're already edging down lower on skills than you'd like to be.
Yeah, the thing is, Purified is not like it's essentially an event that you play before the outcome of the event. So I'm iffy on this. Okay, one second. I gotta look at Glory because I remember it being
Glory is 1 cost, fast, 2 intellect icons. Play after you defeat an enemy. Draw a card. Draw 2 cards.
Oh yeah. But then we'd have to cut more things.
It's true.
I do like Glory though. That is a good card. It's a good card. Oh boy. Do I need the Drawn to the Flame? Because here's the other thing. On the turns where I don't have an enemy to fight, I could spend that time drawing cards.
You might well do.
Yeah. I could cut 1 Drawn to the Flame.
Okay.
Or do I cut 2 Drawn to the Flame, put in 2 Glory?
And then,
but then I have no clue getting.
And then you got 1 cut yet to make.
Yeah.
I mean, for the purposes of just being lean, mean,
yeah. Okay, so cut 2 Drawn to the Flame, put in 2 Glory, cut a survival knife.
Ooh, survival knife. Okay.
Because of the increased draw.
Okay.
Or cut the counterpunch.
Instead of the survival knife?
Yeah, because survival knife is a repeatable counterpunch.
Okay. All right, well, that's 30.
Okay, so counting counterpunch. Heading drawn to the flame. Popping in a glory. Or two. Now, Igotha Skulls mentioned cut one of each of the weapons and put in two prepared for the worsts.
Here's the thing. Like, do you want general card draw to just get more card access, or are you really worried about not seeing a weapon? So if we're specifically not worried about, or really worried about seeing a weapon, then yeah, prepared for the worst is a good way to go. But if you just kind of like generally want card access and card draw, then I think Glory will be fine.
Yeah. Nophius, do you ever want to stick to the plan ever? If so, probably one prepare the worst at least. Yeah, okay, so what prepare for the worst does what? Tactic and supply?
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry, stick to the plan is tactic or supply?
Correct.
Okay, so I currently have 0 cards that would go on it. So yeah. So no, I'll probably not.
I don't think you'll be taking stick to the plan with this deck.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I was just seeing like
you've got so much XP to spend on upgraded bless cards. You're just probably not going to have 7 to throw at it, or 6 to throw at it.
Yeah. Okay, I think this is. I wouldn't mind. I don't know where I would put it, but to put one prepared for the worst in here, like just as.
Oh, you could just drop a glory.
Yeah.
That'd be a pretty easy swap. Could you live with all the one-ofs, though?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I know you used to be a little bit more orthodox of full play set each time.
Kind of, but I think that was more so when you want to see both cards. Like, you'd be okay drawing both. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The only card in here that we have 2 of that I don't think... The cards that I see that we have 2 of that I only really want to see once. Ancestral Token.
But you would prefer to see that early if possible.
Yes. Yeah. Survival Knife. Blessed Blade. I think that's it.
No. Maybe Enchanted Blade goes in that similar.
But it runs out of ammo, right? So
true. Yeah,
second one. Yeah. Hey, Captain Andyman.
Oh, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the prime. We're gonna get this campaign started soon. It's gonna be great. We'll make that sub worth it, I promise.
I think I'm good with this.
Okay.
I reserve the right to make one cut to get a prepare for the worst in there some point.
Look, everyone is gonna be fine with a little post-cloidal clarity here. So
yeah.
I still need to look at the Rex deck again and see if I think any differently of it now that you've built this. So all right, so level up selects. I have your upgraded Blessed Blade. I have Favor of the Sun. I have Nephthys. I have Ancient Covenant. What else?
Radiant Smite.
That's a good one.
Is a neat one. Righteous Hunt is pretty nuts.
Oh, it's the one with Lita. That's right. So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me sort by bless over here now.
Let's see.
Well, there's
Relic
so many.
Hunter.
No, don't do Relic Hunter. Do Occult Reliquary.
Ooh.
Because that's going to be, for the same cost, it's going to give you more flexibility with what goes in there. I mean, you'll still probably just use it for the accessory most of the time, but...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's way better. Let's see.
It is not blessed.
Ancestral Token is blessed. Okay. Is Blessed Blade blessed? Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's obviously Occult Reliquary.
How does the alphabet work? There we go.
What?
I'm having the damnedest time finding cards on the big list on Arkham DB.
Oh, okay. So Favor of the Sun would be an upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Probably two of those. Nephthys. If
Nef that.
I'm probably gonna go for Nephthys like ASAP.
Yeah, that's completely reasonable.
Righteous Hunt. See, the thing about Righteous Hunt too, that one's handy for like you draw something and I'm 2 locations away.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like one action to move, engage.
Mm-hmm.
Especially aloof enemies, which I hear are in this campaign.
There are some about. There are some about.
Yeah.
Aloof and elusive will
Yeah.
drive you nuts
Oh
too.
yeah. Um, I always wondered about Shield of Faith, but I don't think I want it.
I always like the idea of it, but
Yeah, it never kind
you're
of.
gonna be using those blessed tokens too much to hold them out for some marginal benefit.
Yeah.
Upgraded keep faith, is that worth it? Makes it fast.
Yes. Yes.
No, wait, it already
And
is fast. It makes it
0.
free.
Yeah. Makes it free. Absolutely, that is.
Oh, Hallow's
So
only
good.
3 XP. I don't know why I thought it was 5. Maybe
What?
that's a watchful piece or whatever the other one that kind of does this.
Sorry, what do you think was 5
Hallow
XP?
is the one I thought was 5 XP.
Oh.
But I mean, you could just take Fortune or Fate. If you can just take Fortune or Fate, I don't know why you bother with Hallow.
Mm-hmm.
How about Dawn Star? It's one of my favorites out of this set. And normally I wouldn't even look at it in this build, but since we're playing Blurs and it is reactive, you only play it.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You know what's gonna be hard is upgrading this
Yep.
deck.
It
Because
sure
there's
is.
a lot of things that are like, yeah, yeah. Actually, you should be taking Dawnstar as well.
Possibly, yeah.
Like,
Especially since I'm taking Favor of the Moon and can guarantee at least one.
mm-hmm. Oh man, it'd be, oh, it'd be nuts if you have Dawnstar, and we choose to do Tides of Fate to just like crank it full of curses, and then like hopefully ride that curse train and do like 6 damage to some enemy. That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be fun. That's the sort of play that requires like an olive to actually make work
Yeah, I
most
was
of the
gonna say,
time,
yeah.
but
Or what's the one with the guy with the broken fingers?
Dark Prophecy.
Yes. Counterspell is kind of funny.
Oh yeah, Counterspell. It's now a symbol? Was that tabooed to be a symbol?
Yep. Cancel that token. Oh, I'll put it in the side deck.
Yeah.
I'll put that as upgrade option. Yeah, because you just cancel it, and then your chest is over.
Mm-hmm.
Which is essentially an Ancient Covenant.
True.
But for all the symbols in the bag. And it goes across the table. It just has to be the same location, but
We often will be.
I think that's the point, yeah. Let's see, what else would I take? Righteous Hunt, Radiant Smite.
Upgraded Enchanted Blade you'd be looking at, right?
Yep.
Just trying to see if there are straight upgrades. Not Guard Dog because you're going to Nephthys.
And I take the Guardian one, right?
The Guardian.
Enchanted Blade?
Yeah, you have to, I think.
Oh, right, yes. Of course.
If you're upgrading it.
Yeah.
I don't know, though.
Oh, Ward of Protection.
Is that? Is that a thing you get to do? Why is this? Oh, yeah, because that's multi-class. Duh. The Brand of Cthulhu might actually be better than Enchanted Blade once you upgrade
Level
because
4?
it
Level
doesn't
1?
fight for a slot.
Level 1?
Mm-hmm.
Level 4?
I mean, you could go up to level 4, but as a replacement for Enchanted Blade. I mean, I guess the other one is card draw, which is nothing to sneeze at, but
Yeah. Oh, I can't take upgraded water protection.
no.
I forgot about that.
Oh, Zoey can't take level 4. That's right. The parallel only gets level 3 for Brand of Cthulhu.
Mm. Let's see. Brand. Yeah, the level 1 is not bad.
Mm-mm.
If you succeed by 0, lose an action. I mean, if anything in Blurse, I am not going to be passing or succeeding or whatever by 0. It's going to
It's
be...
highly unlikely.
Yeah. Just an absolute slot machine. Okay. I like this list of upgrades.
Cool.
I don't think... Let's see. Take the initiative. Vicious Blow. I guess Vicious Blow, maybe. Keep Faith, I definitely...
Oh, yeah, Vicious Blow. Of course.
Upgrade Safeguard, maybe.
Oh, yeah, that one did make it through the cuts.
A single one, yeah. And then upgraded Survival Knife? That one,
yes.
You do it before, right?
Yeah, I think upgraded Survival Knife is totally worth it if you're sticking with Survival Knife throughout, because that just saves you a bunch of damage, presumably.
Yeah. Yeah. And it does 2 damage. So good. Okay, I'm happy with this. I'm excited to play this.
Awesome. What's it called?
I'm excited. Oh, that's...
I have to say, one of my favorite things about Star Wars Unlimited is that the DB site for Unlimited does randomly generated, like, I don't know how much algorithm there is behind it, but it does randomly generated deck names completely. So it gives some really funny ones that I have just kept because they're really just out there.
Awesome. What about bringing a bless to a knife fight?
Let's go. All right, there we go. Boop. That's the deck, baby.
Oof. That those last few cuts hurt. Still stinging. That's Captain Anyman. He has a cursed parallel Rex, which our previous video / stream we built, so you can check that one out.
Yeah, and I need to, now that Parallel Rex is actually released on ArkhamDB, I need to port this over so that it's a legal deck.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're bringing the power couple back together.
I'm excited.
Yeah, they've learned some new tricks, but they should still be really good. Here's hoping.
Yeah. All right.
Cool. Well, we're gonna have to figure out, you and I, when we get this campaign started, but I'm really excited to take these decks for a stroll through the scenic village of Hemlock Vale.
Scenic Village. Yeah, we can chat after this stream and start looking at dates in May. Hopefully, grab a few, because I am pumped for this.
Yeah, and once we get rolling, it'll feel good to just get some games in. I know our schedules have been unfortunate the past little while. Hopefully we'll be able to get some games going. But yeah. Excellent. Well, thank you for joining. If you catch this VOD later or you're on YouTube, feel free to chime in with any cards you think we missed or any cuts that you thought were unfair, or I don't know. If we cut your favorite card, you can cry to us. It's fine. It sucks.
Yeah. We're not uncutting it. but
right.
You
we
can
will
complain
hear
about
you
it.
though.
It's fine.
You will be heard.
We will listen to it. Yeah.
All right, excellent. Well, thank you everyone for joining us, and we'll catch you guys next time.
See ya.